Salem is boiling over. On this Tuesday, May 13th, the city becomes a pressure cooker of secrets, shifting loyalties, and decisions that will haunt every character involved. With the shooting of E.J. DiMera still casting a long shadow, and new plots unfurling beneath the surface, this episode of Days of Our Lives is all about one thing. The moment before everything explodes. Let's take a closer look at the biggest developments happening in Salem today, and why none of them should be ignored. The walls are closing in on Johnny DiMera. The shooting of E.J. DiMera has left more questions than answers, and now, the pressure is reaching a boiling point. Paulina Price, ever the fierce protector, decides she's waited long enough. She confronts Johnny head-on, demanding he tell the truth about what really happened the night his father was nearly killed. Johnny's recent confession to Chanel, that he once wished E.J. were dead, was already unsettling. But for Paulina, it's more than just a bad choice of words. It's motive, and when combined with a chilling detail, the mysterious disappearance of a gun from the pub that same night, her suspicions deepen fast. Johnny tries to hold his ground, insisting he didn't pull the trigger. But Paulina is relentless. Her instincts are razor sharp. And as a mother, as a public figure, and as someone who knows what grief looks like, she refuses to ignore the signs. Meanwhile, Roman Brady is having his own crisis of trust. In a hushed conversation with Kate Roberts, he confesses that Johnny left the pub unexpectedly and didn't return until long after the chaos unfolded. No witnesses, no alibi, and now, a growing cloud of suspicion. Is Johnny covering for someone? Did he black out and forget something critical? Or is this all a terrible coincidence, and he's just caught in the wrong place, at the worst possible time? Whatever the truth is, Paulina isn't backing down. And if Johnny is hiding something? Tuesday's episode may be the day he finally cracks. While one DiMera fights for answers, a Kyriakis is quietly risking everything. Philip has always lived in the gray area between privilege and recklessness, but today, his ambition crosses a dangerous new line. Driven by a toxic mix of pride, desperation, and the need to prove himself, Philip hatches a plan to steal Versavix, an experimental drug capable of treating life-threatening sepsis, possibly Beau's last hope for survival. But this isn't just corporate espionage. It's medical sabotage, and Philip knows exactly what he's doing. He recruits Kevin Lambert, a trusted lab assistant working under the esteemed Dr. Jeffrey Russell. Kevin, perhaps unaware of the consequences, pulls off the heist and delivers the stolen vials straight to Philip. What they don't know is that Steve Johnson and Sean Brady were planning a break-in of their own that same night, desperate to get the drug for Beau. But when Steve and Sean arrive, the lab is empty, the vials are gone, and time is running out. Suddenly, a mission of hope becomes a spiral of panic. Where are the vials now? Were they damaged? Switched? Has Beau's final lifeline already been destroyed? Philip may believe he's playing a clever game of business strategy, but what he's done could have deadly consequences, for Beau, and for everyone caught in the fallout. Because in Salem, no scheme stays buried. And when the truth about Versavix comes out, Philip might not just lose his family's trust. He might lose everything. E.J. DiMera may be recovering physically, but emotionally, he's more dangerous than ever. While the town tries to piece together who tried to end his life, Kat Green finds herself looking at E.J. with new eyes. She came into this relationship attracted to his power, mystique, and DiMera charm. But in Tuesday's episode, the mask begins to slip, and Kat finally starts to see the cracks beneath the polished exterior. As E.J. speaks with a calm tone, she catches the sharpness behind his words. As he smiles, she notices how cold his eyes remain. It's not just charisma, there's calculation behind every move he makes. This isn't the E.J. she thought she was getting involved with. This is a man who might be manipulating everyone around him, even from his hospital bed. And yet, Kat can't look away. There's something mesmerizing about him, something that makes her want to understand him more, even when her instincts whisper that she should run. Will Kat be seduced deeper into EJ's world? Or will she be the first person in a long time to call him out for what he really is? One thing is certain. Getting close to EJ Demera is never safe. And the closer Kat leans in, the more likely she'll get caught in his next ruthless play. Meanwhile, Sarah Horton is done pretending she believes Xander Kyriakis' version of the truth. On the surface, Xander says he wants to buy the hospital for business reasons. A smart investment, a fresh start, a sign that he's turned over a new leaf. But Sarah knows Xander better than anyone. And on Tuesday, she follows her gut. Something isn't adding up. She corners him at the hospital and demands the truth. What are you really after, Xander? Because I know this isn't about profits. Does he have a secret agenda tied to the hospital's future? Is he trying to buy influence over patients or staff? Or is he protecting someone, and using the hospital as leverage? Xander, ever the wild card, dodges the question, but Sarah isn't backing off. The tension between them is thick, charged with frustration, suspicion, and a history of too many betrayals to count. Sarah wants to believe he's changed. But what she sees in his eyes today makes her question everything. And if Xander is playing a new game, he may find out the hard way that Sarah's trust is no longer his to manipulate. As the sun rises over Salem and whispers of hope echo through the hospital hallways, Susan Banks doesn't feel relief. She feels dread. While Marlena Evans is ecstatic that John Black has been found alive, Susan stands frozen, her body tense, her voice trembling. It was like, someone walked right over my grave. Those words might sound poetic to some. But in Susan's world, they are a warning from the other side. She clutches her hands to her chest, eyes darting, sensing something no one else sees. A shift, a disturbance, a spiritual echo of something unnatural. Susan has always been gifted, if not misunderstood. She's predicted deaths, sensed betrayal, and felt tremors from dimensions others dare not name. So when she says something's wrong, we listen. The strange part? Her vision comes at the exact moment Marlena receives news of John's survival. Is that timing just coincidence? Or is Susan feeling a darker truth? Could John's body be alive, but his spirit somehow altered? Or is she sensing another soul slipping away, someone else we don't even know is in danger yet? The look in her eyes says it all. This isn't over. This is only the beginning. Because in Salem, the veil between life and death is thin. And Susan knows better than anyone, something is already crossing over. Tuesday's episode may begin with whispers and warnings, but it ends with a roar beneath the surface. Johnny Demera is walking a razor's edge and the people around him are closing in fast. If he's innocent, he needs to prove it. If not, the fallout will be explosive. Philip Kyriakis, desperate and reckless, just jeopardized Beau Brady's life, and he doesn't even know it yet. When the truth comes out, the Kyriakis family may never forgive him. Kat Green is staring directly into the eyes of a man she can't fully understand. EJ may be seductive, but there's something broken behind that charm. Sarah Horton is about to find out whether Xander's clean slate is just another mask. If he's lying again, she won't let it slide. And Susan Banks? She doesn't need physical evidence. Her soul already knows. Something dark is moving beneath Salem. It's coming. And it's bringing pain. Loyalty will be tested. Friendships will fracture. Lives may be lost. So what do we do with all this? We watch. We listen. We brace. Drop your theories in the comments. Is Susan right? Is a death still looming? Has Philip sealed his own fate? Will EJ's manipulations finally cost him everything? And will Marlena's joy turn to grief when the truth about John is finally revealed? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Because in days of our lives, nothing stays buried forever, and no one walks away clean. Stay with us. The storm is only beginning.